You know what? To bring a bit more optimism, let's go to a more optimistic prophecy. The next one is Yeshayahu's. He's after Armageddon. Yes, we're good and going forward. I understand you're optimistic, and the problem is with me, but I'm flowing with you. The problem is implementing the correct education. I'm Israel. My hesitation is far from your optimistic, but in general, you yourself, you feel that there's an understanding and a direction, and we can definitely prevent the disaster, and it's in our hands, and it depends on us. And if we implement it well, then Yeshayahu's prophecy will come true. Yeshayahu says, a dove and cow will be together, and a lion will be with, and nobody will butcher anyone. Yeshayahu is talking about the days of the Messiah. He explains a situation where all the opposites connect and everything's flowing and great. And the question is, what magic did he know that he explained how all the opposites would connect? You know, there's equations in nature. There's no miracles. Maybe there are. But in a rational manner, I think any sensible person will ask himself when he reads these verses, apparently either Yeshayahu was a little bit cuckoo, or maybe he knew something that I didn't know. Apparently he knew something that I didn't know. What did he know that caused him to see this picture where everything comes together? Yeshayahu is telling you the final situation, which for sure will take place. However, the question is, how is it going to take place? You see? In which way will it take place? Well, it happened through suffering, which is Armageddon actually happening in the most revealed manner, or this war we will carry it out inside of us, between us, against our egoistic desire, that we will make a war. And not in our bodies. What do you mean, fight our egoistic nature? When I say that you have to love me, you don't need to fight your desire? If you tell me to love you? You mean a person will love his friend? A person loving his friend? It means you live through my desires, that your entire life is just how to fill me. And I live only to think how to fill you. That's the picture that Yeshayahu had? Yes, of course. It's impossible. It's not pleasant for me to say, but what does it mean that a wolf will live with a sheep? It means that we will all want to respect one another, to make the desire of your fellow man. That means to love him, that I will always want to do good for them. When you love someone, you're always thinking, how can I make him happier, either through this or through this? I won't eat this, I'll leave some over, I'll leave a little bite over. This is how my wife prepares it, and the kids finish. They come to my plate and they take everything. So learn from that. That's natural love, and we have to be here in unnatural love, above nature, above our egoistic nature. So a sheep and a wolf is an example. It's a symbol of animals. No, we're also animals. The problem is, you mean a wolf and a sheep, you mean the oppositeness in our connections. What else is there? So a wolf and a sheep, you're saying we can live completion of one another, even though we're opposites? Yes, of course. We're all different. And in that same system, we're coming to complete things. That's why in the end we reach perfection, wholeness. And that's where our correction is, to find how much we complete one another, just like in a puzzle. When we put together a very pretty whole picture of all of reality, and this picture exists at the end. The only question is, how will we reach it? Will Armageddon happen or not? Of course it will. The question is in which way, either in an internal way, as an internal war between us, through the awareness and recognition, we'll fight our ego, and in a very cruel way, but we have strength for it. Or that we, God forbid, through the great blows, will still reach that same form where we see there's no choice, but we have to rise above the ego. Who's forcing us? Either education is forcing us to reach a connection, or great troubles. One or the other. Connection is the future of all of humanity. So, of course, Yeshayahu is in its place.